Hello Year 3. Today we're going to continue reading our Seacrest book and we're going to start on page 39. They were far out to sea now. Max imagined how his dad must be feeling, lungs bursting, unable to breathe. He had to do something, and fast. His fingers found the torpedo launch button. He lined up the monster in the crosshairs on the launch system screen. A direct hit might kill the monster, or hurt it enough to make it let go of his dad. He fired. 2 torpedoes streaked through the water. There was a twin explosion of yellow and orange flames, spreading like underwater clouds. Max pumped his fist in the air. "Got you!" he shouted. The creature stopped. Was it dead? No. In fact, it had turned around and was swimming towards him. Max got closer and closer, still hurtling along at full speed. He couldn't see his dad. Perhaps he'd broken free and swum up to the surface. The monster was huge, even bigger than he'd thought. A giant, squid-like creature with eyes the size of portholes. Its mantle, the tall, cone-shaped body above its head, and tentacles had a kind of harness over it. The harness was made of silver metal, and the straps plugged directly into its black body. Some sort of cyborg, Max thought, half animal, half machine, which means someone must be controlling it. But who? Just then he spotted a glass bubble on top of the harness, and inside it, Max gasped with relief, were his dad and Rivet. So the squid, or whoever was controlling it, wanted his dad alive. It hadn't been a random attack on the city. His dad had been kidnapped. Max's dad was gesturing at him, telling him to turn back. Easier said than done, Max thought as he hit reverse, but still the creature drew closer. Something crashed with brutal force against the side of the submersible. Max was thrown from his seat. The beam of the submersible searchlight swayed through the dark water, picking out the shape of a coiling black tentacle. That must be what just hit me, Max realised. The submersible was still tumbling over and over from the impact. Max rolled around inside, desperately trying to grab the throttle and regain control. His head crashed into the plexiglass dome. Everything went darker still. There was a trickling sound. Freezing cold water swirled around Max's legs. He opened his eyes and fumbled for the control panel. He pushed buttons and the thrust lever, but nothing happened. No sound, no light. The engine was dead and the hull was cracked. His heart was thumping. He'd have to open the dome and swim for it. He had no idea how deep he was. But it's my only chance, he thought. He took a deep breath and pulled at the catch. The dome didn't move. He tugged harder. It was stuck fast. Black water seeped into the cockpit. We'll stop there. What a cliffhanger to leave it on. Max is stuck, and if he doesn't get out, the water will fill it up. Oh dear. Now some questions. Why does Max shoot torpedoes at the monster? What does he hope shooting the torpedoes will do? Number 2. What kind of a creature is the monster? What sort of animal is it? But it's combined with metal, so what does that make it? Number 3. Where does Max spot his dad and Rivet? And number 4. What might happen to Max in the next chapter? You're going to have to predict, so your answer won't be in the book, it'll come from your head. What do you think will happen? Will he get out? Will someone have to save him? Will he be stuck? It's up